today about to be reacting to the horrors of being mean. Now, me personally, I feel like being mean, I guess it's a up and a downside. The up is you get a lot more eyes on you, so you get a lot more recognition. But the downs, you might not like how you're perceived in the meme. But shit, I wouldn't mind being a meme. Yeah, that's easy clout. But let's see what we talking about, bro.
Is a few fates worse than death, like being boiled alive or having to spend more than 10 minutes with this Guna.
So bad about being with me.
And then the worst fate of them all, being memed. Now, is being memed a fate worse than death? No, I dragged the hell out of that. It's really dependent on the circumstances, but it can get pretty bad. But hey, I've also found that there can be a plus side, but I think the best way to see the effects is by looking at some cases of people who've been memed. Now, obviously being memed has to be tied to a real person. Something like Triple T doesn't really affect anyone. You know, maybe except this guy who people say looks like Sahur. I can't lie, I kinda see it. But the first example that comes to mind will be our recent TikTok memes like Sun. Now, Sun is operating at a level only comparable to Kirkification. The amount of variations I've seen of Sun is ridiculous.
Oh my god, bro.
That's good though. Yeah, that's the dog. Mark Gay son is crazy. Son Tolliver. But I feel like memes like this is good. Like more people gonna know who you are. They might not know your name, but they've seen you before. They know they've seen you before. You know.
I promise you, chronically online people are the real creatives. And the crazy thing is the Sun meme started off as just this image of Anthony Mackie, who most people know as a Falcon in like a bunch of Marvel movies and all that. But the crazy part is that
Falcon American or Captain Falcon or something, whatever. Black Captain America with wings. Let's call him that. Yes, sir.
character's name is Sam Wilson. This shit really write itself. But this image of Anthony Mackie has been a meme since even before Sun. I don't know why, but it's something about his smile. People are saying he looks like he knows something about you, which low-key. Cause it's like the Janet Jackson smile. It looks mad mischievous, and I'm saying it's all in the mouth and cheeks. But someone like Anthony Mackie, it's hard to really assess how he'd react to these memes because he just mainly avoids it. And the only thing I could find of Anthony Mackie commenting on this meme is him liking a comment of somebody saying to leave him alone with all the Sun shit. Now I couldn't find the original comment, but I remember seeing it, so just take my word for it. So I'm guessing he's not too upset with it, but people are just doing too much like they normally do. On his Instagram, damn near every single one of his comments has something to do with Sun, which the meme cannot be funny enough for you to be going to his personal page just to troll some more. Okay, maybe he can, but still. And the only other thing I can find of him reacting to his
like the smile, I'm confused. I don't understand it.
memes is this interview of him.
I be seeing it places. I just don't understand it. Like, why is it called Sun? I didn't even know it was called Sun. I didn't know that.
Being asked about the he looks like he knows something about you meme.
I've seen this before and I still don't get it. I
That's
want
what
to
I'm
get it.
saying.
I want to be like,
The same one?
yeah, I still
don't get
don't,
it?
I still don't. Do you get it?
Don't look at me like that. You don't know anything about me.
This nigga's trolling.
I don't get it.
But someone like Anthony Mackie, you know, they'll definitely be fine. He's making millions of dollars off all their movies. You know, he's in the highest grossing movie of all time. And he's the one that dropped this mean ass line too.
On your left.
Yeah, he'll be fine. This isn't the worst way to get memed. But for something like music, being memed is like this Charlie Kirk looking ass nigga. You want to avoid it. I really don't like this bad nigga.
The way that Charlie Kirk got memed is crazy. Not even, they ain't even giving $24. They ain't giving 24 hours to they ain't give his family 24 hours to grieve. They start coming out with memes maybe 3-4 hours after he got, you know what I'm saying, assassinated. I didn't even know who Charlie Kirk was, honestly, until it happened. I had to do my research on it. It's like, oh, this is just a white supremacist. A white supremacist does prejudice for his people.
Shout out the actor though, you know, he did a good job. Let's separate the actor from the role, please. Let's also stop sending Black Snape death threats.
We got to draw some lines. This shit getting out of hand.
Now I was segueing to talk about music memes, but let me do this little side rant real quick, which is sort of on topic if you consider Black Snape a meme. Which, take a look at this. This shit's a meme, right? But one small little tiny thing, right? The smallest, most petite little minuscule thing. Why did whoever this jester of a casting director is, right? Why did the character that gets bullied for the way that he looks and people don't trust him for the way that he looks, why did they make him black? Everybody racist in Harry Potter, I guess. Which they low-key already were. Alright, I could make a whole video on J.K. Rowling and the bullshit she put on the page. But back to the music. Doobie Scoot.
I don't know.
Just me, or am I seeing this absolutely everywhere?
Okay, that little baby meme, that's hilarious, bro. But
Looking at if it had a net positive or negative on who people are calling Withered Lucky and Funtime Drewski, it's gonna be kinda hard. Cause on one side, Funtime Drewski is, I'm not gonna call him that, but on one side he's probably making more money than he ever has in his whole life, just on how big this song has gotten. But on the other side, people are
look like him, Lucky and Drewski had a baby. He got the hair dye like Drewski and the face of Lucky.
these fuck ass comparisons on how he looks. Because if you look like them, I mean, you look like them, what else can you really do? And at first glance, it really just looks like people are making fun of the song, which it's in some
What's the song?
shit. You can see why somebody would be inclined to hate on it. But the guy who made this song, whose name is beyond my tongue, I don't think he's really receiving a lot of hate. And that's the thing with a lot of people who get memed. They're not necessarily receiving hate, it's just being the butt of the joke and being trolled. And a lot of people can't handle that, which is honestly fair when people take it too far. But I would say a good amount of people are just enjoying the song for how fun and catchy it is. Versus something like Coworker Music.
I'm the fucking king of the sea. Sometimes I get a little bit angry. All the folks up above.
Now, memes about Coworker Music are almost purely mockery.
No, they be cooking. Dog, speaking of Dax, that's who this nigga is with the clown mask right here. Dog, tell me why. It's this one dude on Instagram. He be laughing at his music. Like, that shit was ass. Bro, tell me why Trippie Redd is in the comments laughing with the nigga that's laughing at the song at Dax's part. And Trippie Redd is on the song. He basically called him a lame ass. He called him lame. How you gonna call a nigga lame and he put you on a song? I mean, he did pay you, but bro, that is crazy. Imagine being on a song with a nigga saying that you lame, clowning you with the rest of the people. Oh man, that's crazy.
If somebody's calling your song burger music, like the shit they would play at a millennial burger shop with their starter pack, it's most definitely a diss. And I'll say the artist making the Coworker music will perceive it as a diss. Being a coworker is really just another way of saying but. Even though if you have coworkers, you're a coworker, but you know, we all the main characters in our lives. Now, a lot of songs have been given the title of Coworker music. Some that you would recognize would be songs like Thick of It.
If I laugh, hang up. Sing it.
I'm in the thick of it, everybody.
Which I would say actually ended up having a net positive for KSI, even though he seemed like he hated people trolling him for it.
No,
Pressed over it being a meme?
Did numbers though. That music video did numbers because it was so ass and everybody was like memeing it. So that's what I'm talking about. That's a net positive. It might be ass, but you got paid for making some ass. What? Hey, that's a win-win in my situation.
Yes!
Why are you?
Because it's my music. Bro, I don't think you understand. When you spend your time, hours in the studio, working on beats, working on music, working on lyrics.
They know me where it snows, I skied in and they froze. I do not know nothing about no ice, I'm just cold.
Bro, this nigga look like my little brother, bro. This
And they
nigga
froze.
Dog, this nigga look like Tremaine, bro. Tremaine, bro. What are you doing on the phone with KSI, bro?
I do not know nothing about no ice, I'm just cold.
But I swear people have to be trolling KSI at all times. Right now it's a leaving the Sidemen shit, but I'm convinced he has the worst fan base ever. And another piece of Coworker music.
Worst fan base ever gotta be Los Polos. Not even worst fan base, but they be cooking that nigga, bro. Like, his fans, like, the chat be having me in tears, especially old Los Polos, like 2020, around that, no, like 2017, 2015 through 2020, Los Polos chat. Prime, they're fucking hilarious, bro. You would think they hate this nigga, but they don't. But bro, that shit was hilarious, bro.
I'm running all over the place, blue in the face.
Looking like Sonic.
Which I would say is low-key the better side of place, blue in the face.
Looking like Sonic.
Which I would say is low-key the better side of Coworker music. It was just kind of cringe, it wasn't necessarily bad. And do not take that as I'm bumping this behind closed doors.
But Sonic not even blue in the face.
Never that. Y'all are not ready for my playlist. But the guy who made this bumping this behind closed doors. Never that. Y'all are not ready
You listen to some bullshit.
for my playlist. But the guy who made this song leaned into the memes. And not in a cringy, I'm trying to show you that I don't care, so I'm just gonna make fun of myself way.
I am become meme.
Like and subscribe. But I've never really seen somebody be discouraged from music after being memed, which I think they've realized something that a lot of people need to, and that's the fact that there's a market for everything.
So you guys here for the Dax concert? Yep. Oh yeah, this is perfect. That's what I like to hear. You guys real Dax fans or? Yeah. Real Dax fans?
Even if somebody's exploring something creative that to you is the worst thing in the world.
No, I'm just kidding. I got a buddy out in the city, boys, they hate it.
Someone is gonna mess with it. So being overly negative and telling people to like quit, it's just never really.
Hey man, it's just tying into what I was saying a couple videos ago. If you haven't caught it, if you ain't catch it, I'm gonna say it again. But basically, the people that's making this burger music or coworker music, bro, people gon' it's always gonna be two sides to the spectrum of what you do. People either gonna hate what you doing or love what you doing. It's never gonna be everybody love it or everybody hate it. It's always gonna be one hater, always gonna be one lover. So just do what you wanna do, regardless of what everybody thinks. Because guess what? Motherfuckers gonna hate or love it regardless. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. Prime example with the Dax, KSI, and etc. Whoever else making burger music, bro. That is real.
Answer. What I see pretty often is somebody that's had success in music just randomly get switched up on and be memed. And my examples today will be Hobo Johnson, NF, and Dax. Mount Rushmore of
NF
co
is crazy. I haven't heard a NF song since Let You Down. He still rap. I don't know who the other niggas is. I only know NF and Dax. But dude, NF still make music.
music if Mount Rushmore had
I'm about to put that in
heads.
my phone
And
right
these
now.
guys just make the music that's easy to make fun of, which all I have to say is somebody's gotta do it. So respect to all the artists putting music out there for all the co-workers. But what I think is crazy is you could be randomly going about your day, and some interviewer guy could ask you a question. A camera can catch you courtside of a WNBA game. You could have a questionable reaction to a young woman dancing, and all of a sudden you're a front page meme on TikTok. And again, this can be a good or bad thing depending on the person. Some of you might recognize this guy. If you don't, this young gentleman right here is the blueprint.
I think girls like this kind of stuff, like a bad boys, not a good guys. So I try to be a little bit bad boy.
This is supposed to be funny.
Kind of stuff, like a bad boys, not a good guys. So I try to be a little bit bad boy.
Ain't shit bad boy about what you doing.
If this was anybody else that ended up saying this and getting memed, they would be getting slaughtered. But this is Gary Singh we're talking about. It just comes across so innocent. Instead of some grown-ass man talking about how he's a bad boy.
I call this bad boy just badass. It's clean, it's simple, but it's an incredible way to still be...
While there is some straggling haters...
It's cringy shit, man. Why you can't be yourself? Talk about bad boy. So you looking at niggas that wear black leather jackets or just all black in general, like, oh, he's a bad boy. I'm a good boy. So you wake up every morning and put on good boy clothes? Good boy. What are we talking about?
They just don't understand that this is the realest guy ever. He even had to clear up what kind of a bad boy he is.
But yeah, kind of. But not really hurt or harm people, not anything else. But just on a dance floor, I'm a bad boy.
And they did a post-meme interview, and it didn't show the horrors of being memed. He talked about all the positivity that he's been receiving.
I got a lot of compliments, like a lot of comments, and they say, who's Messi? Gary's the GOAT.
So would you look at that? In the right situations, there is some positives to getting memed.
Sensational.
And then there's also this clip.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Now this is just bad looks if I've ever...
That's crazy. The editor needs to be fired. You need your ass to beat. It needs to be fired. I'm sure he wasn't like... He probably was, but bro, you could have kept this out. You could have just kept on dancing. You not had to catch him saying, "Oh shit." That's crazy. Oh shit. Oh.
Now this is just bad looks if I've ever seen bad looks. And what's even worse is he's not helping himself.
Think about like 10. See, the oh shit came from, you know, like oh shit, like you see that.
Yeah, I've seen enough. Pack him up. But being mean for saying or doing something crazy.
Interview about Gideon. Oh hell no, bro.
Corny. That happens to so many people now that I really think about it. Like that bit tough.
That bit tough.
He even got a post-meme interview.
Why did you say da big guy?
Da big guy. Because that's just like how I talk and that's how I grew up. So like that was like the first thing that came to mind.
But being mean for saying a phrase has to suck.
Off for saying that big guy. Okay.
Especially if it's for the way that you said it. Like people making fun of how you said it, but you're also constantly getting asked to say it over and over again. I would lose my mind. But anywho, there's also memes like
exposure. What you mean? I love that exposure. I might be speaking. It might get annoying, but I would love that people want to see me do something. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong.
TikTok Riz Party, I'm no longer in the US. But what all these memes have failed to do is capitalize to the level of Hawk Tuah. Now if all things go to plan, this video is titled The Horrors of Being...
Tuah is crazy. The way her life just got turned up off of this interview, on the street interview. This has never happened before, ever in history, ever. She got blew up for being a hoe. Not even being a hoe for. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know.
Now this wasn't horrific for Haley Welch, maybe besides a few clips.
Do you really, Achtung, or were you just having a laugh there?
I was just having a laugh there.
So you're not a spitter.
Ew, nigga. But I think Haley Welch capitalized on her meme like
60-year-old man asking this young girl if she's a spitter. Cranky, mate. Cranky.
nobody has ever done. And she stayed relevant for a longer time than any meme should ever be relevant because she just fully leaned into it.
You really got to put your emphasis. Yeah, you're not saying Tua, you're saying tuh. You know? Like, you got to really put your back into it.
Not just fully leaned into it, as a matter of fact, expanded it. Like Hawk Tour and Talk Tour are arguably two separate memes. She even had merch that she was making money from, which let me find out one of you.
Imagine walking around with a Hawk Tour hoodie or a Hawk Tour shirt. Yo, you need your ass beat if you buy a Hawk Tour shirt and wear it in public, boy.
Hawk Tour shirt. And just Talk Tour by itself, as hard as it is to listen to, still definitely made a bag. And as her time was expiring and it was time to move on to the next meme, she hit the meanest crypto rug pull and dipped with the money. But the crazy part is Haley Welch was not some sort of marketing genius. She just had management that rinsed her of every possible dollar that she can make and then blinded her to a crypto scam.
My TikTok, and the next thing I know, oh, yep, Haley Welch is going to jail. And I was like, what did I do? Why am I going to jail, you know?
But how can you stay mad at Hawk Tour? She has that same southern accent as that one little black kid trying to say Matilda.
Name, just like...
Matilda.
Madilda.
I mean...
Madea?
Matita.
Matita?
Matilda. Know the movie?
That's a movie.
It's a book too.
But anyways, other people have
I ain't seen that neither.
attempted to capitalize off their memes. And not in a ninja dragging the low taper fade way. TK
Ninja with a low taper
attempted to capitalize off their memes. And not in a ninja dragging the low fade way. TK, the guy that pretty much invented 6-7, which I know it's 2026, we're done with that 6-7 shit, but let me do this real quick. He launched 6-7 water and that was a massive success, which was really following in the footsteps.
That nigga got 6-7 water. Who you think he is? Mr. Beast? You think he Mr. Beast?
But let me do this real quick. He launched 6-7 water and that was a massive success, which was really following in the footsteps of Prime, the most successful memed product ever. So you know, message of the video, be memed, but at your own risk.
Her name is Megan. Meg.
Like I said, bro, I feel like it's a lot that comes out of being mean. More pros than cons. I would love to be mean, just in the right way. But nah, I said what I said, and y'all heard what I said. So I'm gonna catch you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir.